thank you all so much, because I know how this is time consuming, and it's impressive. Thank you. We need our Social Security.
That we need.
Would you like a sign?
Modern day function.
Oh, Margaret. I didn't even recognize you.
I'm so glad you have an extra sign for me.
Okay. You need to one of those days. You need to see my sister and my friend Lori. This is Marcella.
So you roll it.
Be careful.
Come on.
Do you guys have these mics on? Is that what y'all are testing to see if you can hear me?
Yeah, you can hang out or you want me to be in the back with me here? Appreciate it. All right.
Thank
Great. I've got Bill. Okay. How's the mic situation? Good.
You're welcome.
Okay, great. And you're gonna lead our chants. All right. Who has it? Who needs a sign?
I am. I've got it. I've got it. Okay. Okay. I'm good. You're the logistics. I'm the screamer.
She's the logistics queen.
And I'm the screamer. I'm loud. Don't even need a microphone.
It's your hair. It's hair.
I work for them. I'm alive.
All right, well, thanks for being here today. I know some people showed up, and I'm State Representative Afton Bain, and this is Jennifer. We got your back, baby! All right, so we've got a great lineup of folks who are speaking. This is Bill Benjamin. He is a Social Security expert and has been making sure that people get their Social Security in the state of Tennessee for how many years?
15?
15.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this,
Plus 5 for working for Social Security.
yes, so he's an expert. I have been involved with some of his clients. So, and this is Miss Pamela Renee. She's a neighbor, close friend, and she gets Social Security every month. And so she's going to talk about her experience. All right.
All right.
Okay, we can just go with
Try that yourself. I don't know why.
Here, let me see.
It's linked to the Bluetooth.
I think we're okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you can. Can you amplify your voice?
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah. Oh, and we've got the megaphone for the chants.
Okay. So we've got you, we've got Miss Renee, and we've got Bill.
Yes, that's okay. Yep. All right, let me get this out of the shot.
Ready?
Were you able to hear me? Oh, I'm loud.
I got a feeling you can get loud.
I
Something
can.
tells me.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, this isn't
Okay.
emergency.
All right.
None
Okay.
of my stuff is working.
So can we go ahead and get started? You guys ready? Yeah. Okay, great. So I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Thank you so much. All right. We want to welcome Afton. Afton's going to speak. We've got Bill. Bill's going to speak. And then we've got Renee. She's going to speak. At the end, I've got some great chants. They're brand new. So we'll work on our chanting, because what's a good rally without a chant, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great, awesome. Okay. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today, we're gathered here not just as individuals, but as a community of people who understand the vital role that Social Security plays in so many lives. We're a community that faces the loss of Social Security offices and a drastic reduction in the Social Security employees across our state. My name is Jennifer Brinkman. I'm a native Nashvilleian. I'm a former business owner. I know firsthand how essential these offices are, especially this office right here. When my significant other, Greg, was diagnosed with cancer and could no longer work, we turned to this office for help. The professionals here walked us through the process, and Greg was able to get his disability benefits. The process was smooth and efficient. It was mostly humane. If these offices are shut down, employees fired, what happens to the next family that's in crisis? What happens when you need help from Social Security services? These closures and firings are not just about numbers on a budget sheet. They're about people. They're about our parents, our grandparents, our neighbors, our children that have lost their parents. They're about veterans, workers who've become disabled, and families who rely on these offices to navigate a system that was designed to help them. The supposed savings from closing this office pales in comparison to the hardship that it will cause. Meanwhile, the cost to real people will be immeasurable. This isn't about Nashville, though. This is about Athens, Chattanooga, Clarksville, Cleveland, Columbia, Cookeville, Dyersburg, Gallatin, Greenville, Jacksboro, Jackson, Johnson City, Kingsport, Knoxville, Lawrenceburg, McMinnville, Memphis, Morristown, Murfreesboro, Oak Ridge, Paris, Selmer, Tullahoma, and Union City. All communities that stand to lose essential services. We're here to say enough. This is not a partisan issue, and as I said before, this is not just a Nashville issue. This isn't just a Tennessee issue. This is an American issue.
That's right.
We will not stand by while access to the Social Security system, something that we've all paid into
That's right.
and earned, will be taken away. These offices must remain open and fully staffed so that the people that they serve will be treated with dignity. We must contact our elected officials and make our voices loud and clear. Social Security isn't a Ponzi scheme. It's a promise to the American people, paid for by the American people. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Our next speaker is State House District 51 Representative Afton Bain. Representative Bain is my representative. She is thoughtful, she's competent, she's compassionate, she's smart, and she's responsive.
For sure.
All the things we need in a government official. I have learned so much. Please welcome Representative Bain.
Sorry. I'm just so touched that you all are all here today, so thank you. So thanks for being here today and standing up. I want to thank Jennifer Brinkman, who is a constituent who showed up in my office last week and said, I'm retired, how can I help? And I called her to help organize this event, so I'm very grateful for her. So we're here for one reason, which is to stop Trump and Musk's reckless attacks on Social Security services. Let's be clear about what's happening. Donald Trump and Elon Musk are gutting Social Security Administration. They plan to slash 7,000 jobs, shutting down regional offices, and making it harder for millions of seniors and people with disabilities to access their earned benefits. They're justifying it with outright lies that they say is fraud. They claim dead people are getting Social Security checks. That's absolutely false. Because let's be real, Trump has been trying to cut Social Security for years. During his campaign, he floated cutting Social Security and Medicare. Now he's coming for the agency first. If they get away with slashing the Social Security Administration offices and staff, of which is right here in Nashville, what do you think happens next? Longer wait times, denied benefits, and the next step, cuts to Social Security itself. And who's going to suffer? Tennessee's seniors, our rural communities, and working families. More than 1.5 million Tennesseans rely on Social Security. Many can't afford to wait months for their benefits. Many don't have internet access to navigate a complex online system. They need in-person help, like at this building here.
Yes.
This is not about fraud. This is not about efficiency. This is about dismantling security piece by piece so they can come after our benefits next. And we're here to say, hell no, not on our watch. Yeah! I would like to challenge my Republican colleagues in the Tennessee State Legislature, as well as our federal delegation, to please be vocal against Musk and Trump's dismantling of Social Security. We need your voices now. We need you to be strong for Social Security. Please do the right thing. And with that, I'm going to introduce Bill Benjamin, who is a Social Security expert and attorney in the state of Tennessee.
Thank you, Afton. As Afton just said, the Social Security Administration is under attack by Trump and Musk. They are pushing false claims of fraud and trying to justify gutting the agency. To speak about myself a little bit, just to show you my experience, I started out working adjudicating claims for the Tennessee Disability Determination Section. It's a department within the Department of Human Services with Tennessee, but they're subcontracted by Social Security. That division of Tennessee decides cases at the first two levels. There are hundreds of employees for the state of Tennessee that can also be impacted by these cuts. They're also making decisions. After I ended up working there for about 4.5 years, literally working on probably 1,500 to 2,000 cases there, I became an attorney and have been representing people mainly in my practice for disability Social Security benefits since. I've worked on retirement as well as disability benefits cases. We are here because it's about people.
That's right. Absolutely.
The people that we see every day in our community. This is about seniors. They live month to month in many cases.
Yes, they do.
On their Social Security retirement check and receive Medicare, which is the only health insurance that they can possibly have.
Exactly. Yes.
This is about people with disabilities who would be homeless and without medical benefits if it wasn't for the insurance they get through Social Security and a small monthly stipend. This is about the children of deceased parents who, without the survivor benefits that they get from when their parent paid into the system, would be destitute. This is also about the people on the front line, the people in that building right there, working every day hard for a modest pay to help, having to wade through thousands of different rules, regulations, and statutes that have been established to make sure that there was no fraud or waste going on. They're the ones that report fraud and waste.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Cutting them from their jobs is going to decimate the ability of Social Security to self-regulate.
Exactly.
The other thing that I noticed or witnessed firsthand as a representative now and as someone who worked for Social Security in the past or for a subcontractor for Social Security was that the agency has been understaffed for decades.
Yes. Right.
This is one of the big issues.
Yes.
To just cut out, and I've heard everything from Donald Trump has said he was going to cut 7,000 jobs.
No.
I've also heard half the workforce.
No.
That's just unacceptable. To cut any jobs is going to result in the inability for these people that are left working here to do their jobs. They're already under the pile of hundreds of cases at a time. Their work days are completely full, back to back to back to back, trying to service us, the public, to get much needed benefits to the people that I just talked about. Another thing of importance is going to be just to file a claim. Right now, it takes an hour to get through to Social Security on the phone.
Yes.
That's because they're understaffed. What's going to happen after there are these multitudes of cuts? I foresee hours and hours and never getting through. And if you can't get through on the phone, then how are you going to get a claim filed if you live in the country and you don't have internet access? Or if you're homeless in this community and disabled, how are you going to get internet access to apply through the computer? It's going to be virtually impossible. How are you going to get in-person interviews if there's no one to interview you? In my office, I constantly get the same story over and over again. as an example. Say, for instance, you know someone who's a trailer truck driver and been so their whole life. They're 55 years old, and then they have a massive heart attack. Well, the first thing that happens to that person is they lose their job because they can't work.
Right. Exactly.
The second thing that happens is they lose their health insurance because their health insurance was attached to their job. Then the third thing that happens is they can't go see their cardiologist because they don't have insurance. So the only place to go in the state of Tennessee to get these benefits, to pay their mortgage that they were paying with their job, is to apply for the Social Security benefits that they've been paying into for their entire life. They can't afford COBRA insurance. Everybody knows how much that is. If you ain't working, you can't pay insurance costs. So they apply. Now, right now, with an understaffed Social Security Administration, it takes 3 months to 2 years before that person's case is going to be finally adjudicated or decided to get him benefits or her benefits. What happens after you gut the Social Security Administration? It's going to be after they lose their house, maybe have another heart attack because they can't see their cardiologist or get the proper medication. I see this every month in my office. This is what's going on a small level compared to what happens after they take away all the employees. Also, to bring it back to the workers for Social Security, they've dedicated their lives to servicing the community. Just arbitrarily firing them, all of a sudden they're not going to be able to contribute to our community. They spend money in our community. They help us at Social Security, but they also are members of our community. They have families. They have retirement plans that may not have been vested yet. They have all sorts of issues themselves. And to just arbitrarily get rid of them and to use, and I keep seeing over and over again, or hearing over and over again, people being fired for lack of performance.
Oh, that's good.
And they just got a review that stated how wonderful they were and how great they were doing their job. And then just like basically on a form letter, they're fired. That's not good. What I foresee is that if these cuts are allowed to happen, Trump and Musk will go to the next step. They'll say, look, we did all this work on Social Security, we cut everywhere, it just is not working out. Let's privatize it.
Oh, no!
That is not going to fly. We can't allow that to happen. That does not work. Over the years, there have been different policies for privatization of Social Security mentioned or brought out by different political leaders. Most of them have involved basing Social Security benefits on the stock market. How would that work out today? Have you seen the stock market?
Real good.
How would it have worked in 2009? This is supposed to be a safety net if all the other things fail.
Exactly.
And it'll be gone. I put forth that the scam or Ponzi scheme is in these cuts.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
This is a road we do not want to go on. We don't want job cuts, nor office closures, and certainly not privatization.
No. No.
Please, call your members of Congress, sign petitions, stay engaged. Show up at rallies, go to town hall meetings. Do whatever you can to get the voice out, to be heard that we don't want these cuts. We like Social Security the way it is.
Yeah. Right.
I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. All right, and with that, I'm going to invite Miss Miss Pamela Renee Maxwell, a close friend and a Social Security beneficiary.
Hi, I would just like to say that Social Security benefits helps me in a lot of ways. My rent, me eating, me keeping a safe place to live. And I just want to ask the Republicans a question. Do you guys have any seniors that's in your family that get disability, that need it, or are you going to take your pension and pay their food and their rent because they don't have Social Security because you want to cut it out? If anything, you should want to help, not hurt.
That's right.
Next week, I'll be 64 years old, Lord's willing. Social Security has helped me a lot. If it hadn't been for Miss Afton and Mr. Chris helping me, I don't know where I would be in the streets. I would be in the streets, no food, no place to stay. So I ask you Republicans, do you have any seniors that's disabled, just not physically, but mentally as well? And if you do, are you cutting their Social Security too?
All right. Yeah. And with that, Jennifer is going to lead some chants.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys. I'm not great at chants, but ChatGPT is. ChatGPT is really good at chants. So it's not good for anything.
A lot of people out here ain't got stuff that's old.
To 'em. Okay, I know one of them is. Sorry, y'all, I'm so blanking. I'm so sorry.
You got that.
I do. Okay, here it is.
Okay, there we go.
Our money, we paid hands off of SSA. 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 All right, the next one, I'm not sure of the cadence, but we're going to give it a shot. It's no closures, no cuts, protect SSA. 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 No closures, no protect SSA. And
Protect the workers.
Yeah, that's right.
protect the workers. Protect our federal workers. Okay. I do have one last thing that I want to talk to everybody about, and let me find it because, like I said, ChatGPT was my friend yesterday. Okay, so we're united, y'all. I promise. This is a united. We are united. That we want their hands off of our Social Security. Okay. So DOGE and President Trump are coming after the Social Security Administration. Do we all agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. Do we like that?
No.
Okay.
Shame.
Shame. All right. So now we can stop this. Okay. But we only if we're going to take action together.
Yes.
All right. Call your U.S. senators and representatives. Contact the Social Security Administration. Write your local newspaper. Share on social media. Sign petitions. Volunteer. Show up like you did today. Thank you so much. Attend community meetings. Stay informed. Now, I want you to imagine a future where every person in need of Social Security has to travel for hours, wait on hold indefinitely, struggle with an inaccessible online system. Okay? Imagine employees laid off. I need you to imagine that. So make your voices heard today.
Yes.
There's a 5-call app. Anybody know 5-call app?
Yes.
Everybody? Okay. Download it. Use it. It gives you a script. I know if you're like me, that first phone call you've ever made to your rep, you're like, you're nervous. You don't know what to do, right? It gives you a script. There's a script. They give you the phone numbers of your representatives. All you have to do is put your phone number in. Your phone number and your address. Let's flood their lines. demand action. One phone call might not mean anything, but 1,000 will.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Gotta get more people to protest.
Yes! I'm sorry, guys. We only did this in 2 days.
Next time, bring a young person with you. Everybody's got to have somebody with them next time.
Yes!
This is my third protest. They aren't big enough. We've got to bring more people.
Absolutely. Well, and the weekday's not great, y'all. I'm just saying. We're going to have to start doing them on the weekends.
Can I just, to the people over there, it's just not about the benefits. The people in there are necessary. That's right. I went on Medicare when I turned 71 after working an extra